Welcome back to the News at 7. This week, Indiana Senator Jim Banks was in the Oval Office with President Trump announcing the Golden Dome project, a massive multi-year, multi-billion-dollar defense system. One company tapped to be a part of that project is Fort Wayne's own L3Harris. Joining me now in studio is Vice President and General Manager of Space Systems and Spectral Solutions at L3Harris, Rob Mitrevsky. Rob, welcome to the News at 7.
Thanks for having me here, Almer.
Rob, I guess first, the announcement coming out of the Oval Office. We don't often hear Fort Wayne mentioned in the Oval Office and L3Harris mentioned in that announcement. When you first saw that, when you first heard that, what was your reaction?
Well, it was a little bit of a pleasant surprise, I will say. It's great to be mentioned. We're part of the fabric here locally in Fort Wayne. We've been here for over 60 years. Our legacy missions that we've worked on have been really around weather forecasting, weather monitoring, and we've recently disrupted the missile defense business with missile defense solutions from space. So it was great to be associated with that great workforce in the community.
What we've learned so far, and I know things are in the early stages right now, but what we've learned so far is that this Golden Dome project is estimated to cost $175 billion, and President Trump is saying that it's going to be up and functional by the end of his term, so in about 3 years. What is going to be L3Harris's role in developing the Golden Dome?
Well, we haven't won anything yet for the Golden Dome, but what we have won so far are a series of building block capabilities that lead us towards missions like the Golden Dome. We've won a total of 39 satellite space vehicles, they call them in the Department of Defense, that will allow us to warn and track and do what's called fire control for missiles, which is tell an interceptor where to go at times of need. And we're currently deployed in space with one called the Hypersonic and Ballistic Space Tracking Sensor. And that one is actually called out in the Golden Dome executive order as one of the things that must be accelerated. So we feel like we're in a really great position to proceed with that and support the Golden Dome, but certainly it hasn't been acquired for the Golden Dome yet. We also work with the Space Development Agency. We have 38 space vehicles on order or on orbit already doing warning and tracking for our nation.
You mentioned that L3Harris at this point has not won anything, has not secured the contract for the Golden Dome. What we have seen, though, is Wall Street has viewed the announcement very favorably for you guys. I believe the stock is up about 3% since the announcement. Does that give L3Harris confidence that you will be able to secure this defense contract?
I don't think it's really about Wall Street's view of it as much as it is about the way we've positioned through our performance, our contract wins, and supporting our military in those programs that I talked about earlier. HBTSS, which is called out in the Golden Dome EO as something that must be accelerated, is something we're very proud of. We're demonstrating on orbit this capability that will then be used to proliferate further this constellation of satellites that would create a backbone for the Golden Dome capability.
We know that studying different government initiatives sometimes we'll be told this project is going to cost this much and it's going to take this long.
Yes.
And many times in our history, we've learned that it costs a lot more and it takes a lot longer. Is L3Harris, if you guys are part of this Golden Dome, are you prepared to be flexible and take on some of these challenges this project could present? We have to step aside for a quick break. The rest of our conversation with Rob Mitrevsky at L3Harris right after this.